There's a ton you can do on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7, so let's start with some wallpaper tricks. Because there's a couple cool new things you can do, like if you tap and hold on the cover screen, you'll see all these different wallpapers you can choose from. But right at the top, you'll see this message to flip open the phone for more options. So once you're in the main screen, tap on Add New, then go into the gallery and pick any photo or wallpaper it is you want. Now, here's the little trick. If you tap the clock and choose this font, it's the one that has this little animation, and what's so cool about it is as you move it around, it automatically resizes itself depending on what's happening on your wallpaper, just like this. It's kind of a small touch, but I think it makes a big difference to the lock screen because it just looks so much more put together. But there's an even cooler wallpaper option instead of a static one. So if you scroll down, you'll see this option, emojis. And what's new here is you can choose what emojis you'd rather have instead of this kind of teddy bear vibe. So all you do is tap on this emoji icon, and these are all the different ones you can choose from. Then tap back on the ones you want to change, choose the next emoji, and it's literally as simple as that. What's so cool about this wallpaper though is if you look closely, each emoji is actually animated, and they all react when you tap on the screen or move around when you tilt and twist your phone. And it's kind of addictive to play with. And then another option for your wallpaper, which is definitely my favorite, back inside the cover screen settings, if you go to your gallery, you'll notice you can actually pick a video or a GIF as your wallpaper, which if you ask me, looks even better. So you can either have a wallpaper with a really cool clock, a fun wallpaper of emojis that react to motion, or a slick animated wallpaper using a video, which is totally free from my website that I'll link down below. And that was just 3 tips and tricks. I still got another 20 to show you guys, like how to get every single app on the cover screen. Okay, so to set this up, all you're going to do is head to the Play Store and search for an app called Good Luck. Then install this app, and once it's done, open it up, and immediately you'll notice a bunch of different plugin options. Scroll down and make sure you download Multistar. Then what you're going to do is open up Multistar, tap on this I Love Galaxy foldable option, then choose Launch a Widget, and now here's the fun part because you can select exactly which apps it is you want on the cover screen, and it could literally be anything. Just go wild. Okay, then we're almost done. Just stick with me here. Under Enable Launch a Widget, you're going to scroll down until you see Multistar. Tap on it, then add the Good Luck widget, and that is it. Now when you close your phone, bam, you can open any app directly on the cover screen. You can play your favorite games, scroll through Instagram or TikTok, you can open up Google Maps, respond to messages, or even binge Netflix shows, all without opening your phone once. Nice. Oh, and another little thing, you might notice the cameras block some of the apps you use, but if you tap this little button, it shifts the layout of the app you've got open so that the cameras don't block it, and there's a few different layout options to choose from, which is really cool. Okay, now another thing I love doing with the cover screen is putting it into tent mode, because it basically just turns itself into a stand perfectly for watching content or for just hopping on a quick video call, which is super nifty. But another trick you should know about is inside settings, if you go into advanced settings and then side button, you can change the double press from quick launching the camera to opening an app. Just click the gear icon, then choose whatever app it is you want, like Spotify, for example. Now, when you double press the side button, boom, it instantly opens that app on the cover screen. You can do this with any app, and again, it's fully controllable all from here. But besides the cover screen, you can also turn the Flip 7 into a literal mini computer, and I'll show you how later on. But now, check this out. Okay, now let's talk widgets, and let me show you how to get the most out of them. So here's what I recommend you do. On the cover screen, remove all the widgets except for the Multistar widget that you just added. Once you've cleared them all up, go ahead and open your phone, because now we're going to add the best widgets. So I recommend you add this 2x4 battery widget, then scroll down to clocks and add this 2x4 alarm widget. Then head to Spotify and add this one, and what's so nice about it is it's actually a full screen widget. So once all that's done, not only can you access all your apps, but you can easily turn off your next alarm, or if you tap on the widget, it opens this window where you can see all your other alarms, the stopwatch, or even the timer. Of course, you can also see the battery percentage of all your connected devices, which is super nifty. Or if you quickly want to jump back into a song or playlist, you can. Oh, and here's a little bonus trick. Did you know that instead of swiping through all the different widget pages, there's a much easier way to do it, and that's just with a pinch gesture. Nice. Then what you can also do is long press on any widget and rearrange all the pages to however you want. And when you're done, just swipe up to go home. I mean, it's pretty crazy with all the things you can do on the cover screen, but we're not even done yet. Alright, now if you want to know how to get this sick charging effect on your flip, then just follow along. So to get this to work, it's super easy. All you do is go inside settings, then to modes and routines, and at the bottom right, just click on this discovery tab. Then all you're going to do is scroll down to charging, tap on that, and you see this option right over here, edge lighting effect. Choose whatever effect it is you want, maybe customize it as well. I made mine a bit thicker and last longer.
Yeah, boy.
Then click on done, click save, and you are finito. Now all that's left to do is just plug your flip into charge and boom, this sick lighting effect will show up every time. That lets you know it's charging. But now let me show you some camera tricks. Yeah. So let's start off by opening up the camera app, and all you do is drag that little icon. Then once it's open, to take a shot, you can either pop your flip into stand mode, then use the palm gesture to take a photo. It'll start this cool little 3-second countdown timer and then snap the pic. Or what you could do, and this is a cool trick, instead of taking a selfie like this where your thumb keeps getting in the way, if you rotate the phone, then tap and hold down on the controls, you can actually move them to the other side of the screen, so it's way easier to reach by just using your thumb. And also, none of your fingers then get in the way of the cameras. There's also a brand new zoom slider, which you can quickly zoom in and out with just with one finger, which if you ask me is just so much better than using that pinch and zoom gesture. Am I right? So yeah, you can do everything from the cover screen, but when you flip it open, it's got even more sick tricks. Okay, now let's make the home screen look fresh as heck, and there's a couple different ways to do this. Starting with the icons. So if you just tap and hold anywhere on the home screen, then jump into settings, right over here you'll see this new app size slider, where you can choose to set them either to small, standard, or large, depending on your preference. Personally, I think large definitely looks better. Then right below that, you'll also see this toggle to show or hide the app labels. I definitely prefer mine off. I just think it's a more minimal, clean look. And don't forget, you can also tap and hold on any folder and now enlarge them, which looks so cool. And if you wanted to, you could even design an entire page of just enlarged folders. So if you play around and combine all of that together, you get something so much slicker and cooler than just the standard default setup. Alright, now here's a few useful split screen tricks. So on the main screen, if you open up the Recents menu and tap an app icon, then select Split Screen View, just pick the second app you want to pair it with, and you got yourself a sick little split screen setup. But check this out. What you can now do is grab this little divider bar, slide it to the bottom until it activates 90:10 mode, and what this does is basically lets you tap between the two split screen apps super fast. So if you want to jot down a quick note, then go back to the video, bam, now you can. But for one of my favorite split screen features is if you go back into advanced features, in here tap on flex mode panel and make sure you toggle this on. Because now when you fold your phone into stand mode, you'll see this little icon on the bottom left, and if you tap it, it opens this little control panel, which allows you to pause, play your music, skip forward a couple of seconds. I mean, as you can see, there's a ton of different settings you can play around with. And what's crazy, there's even this touchpad that you can use just like a real freaking laptop. There's also this scroll wheel on the side, which is perfect for watching shorts and reels or just scrolling through the internet. But you can also do this, and let me show you how. Now, from what I know, no other phone can actually do this hack. When the Flip 7 is folded in half, you can tell it to automatically do an action, like turning on the flashlight, taking a screenshot, or even recording a voice note. It is such a cool trick, and all you gotta do is head into settings, then modes and routines, and tap on routines. Then hit this plus icon, and now tap on this first option, then scroll down and look for folding status. Partially folded should already be selected, so then just click done. Next, you're gonna tap on the second option, and this will open a huge list of actions you can choose from based on what you'd like to do. For example, if you go into functions, you'll find the torch action. Just tap on that, then select done and save that routine. And now check it out. When you fold your phone in half, boom, you got yourself an instant flashlight. Or again, you could just set it to quickly take a screenshot, super cool. Or if you get into a meeting and just kinda secretly want to start recording the chat, just fold it in half and it starts. And somehow, Samsung still managed to pack this next feature in. Okay, now this is really gonna surprise you. If you grab a USB-C to HDMI adapter, one like this, and plug it into an HDMI cable from a monitor or TV, and then plug that adapter into your Flip 7, check it out, Samsung DeX instantly opens up and you've practically got a computer now. To navigate is also super simple. Open the phone, tap that little icon, and just like that, your phone turns into a trackpad. Otherwise, if you wanted to, you could just connect a Bluetooth keyboard or mouse. That also works. Basically, just like a normal computer. And just like that, you can game on a much bigger screen, show pics or vids to your friends, browse the internet just like on a regular laptop, and even maybe open study notes or documents. Like seriously, there's a lot you can do. But now, onto some fun quick tips. Now onto some cool quick tips. Wouldn't it be great if you could turn this into a bedside clock? Well, when it's open, all you do is double tap the cover screen, the clock will show up and change its orientation, and the blammo, just like that, you got yourself a bedside clock, baby. Then for the second quick tip, if you open quick settings and tap the pencil icon, then tap on edit and look for the wireless power share option and add that. Because now, anytime you want to, you can just toggle on wireless power share, close your phone, turn it over and pop your buds on top of it to start charging them. I mean, how freaking useful is that? And possibly my favorite quick tip is if you go into the clock app, then into one of your alarms, if you swipe all the way to the bottom, you'll see this brand new option to set a cover screen alarm background. Now, you could choose to have a static image, or what I think is even better, you could select a video from your gallery and save that as your alarm background. So now, the next time your alarm goes off, your cover screen will play this sick animation. Now that you know all the best flippin' tricks, the last one you gotta do is hit subscribe because we're on the road to 3 million, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles!